Update: Am I the asshole for not taking in my pregnant sister? Original post. It's been almost 2 months since my last post. Quick summary: I didn't let my pregnant sister move into my apartment, she got upset and so on. After the post, my mother and sister threatened to call my boss and have me fired. Thankfully, as a paramedic, my boss knows bullshit when he hears it. I still have my job. I decided to cut off all contact from my parents and sister, despite them being biologically related to me. Her child was born and is around 1 month old, I'm assuming. I don't even know the gender of her child or the name. I'm honestly okay with it. Now, I wouldn't have minded having a relationship with my niece-nephew, but I already know the child would have grown up hating me, as taught by my sister. As for her living situation, I honestly don't know. Last I know is that our aunt let her stay for a week. I haven't heard from her since a little after my last post. My life has been a lot better since then and I feel I made the best choice by cutting them off. Throughout all of this, I realized family doesn't always mean you have to be related by blood. Family can be whoever you make it, and I met some of the best people these last few years, who to me are family. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of you guys, so thank you all. Good for you. I had to cut off my sister 18 months ago. It was hard but my God. My life is infinitely better. She also had a child in THST time. I have no relationship with him. But I'm told by my niece that she regularly curses me out to him, a literal baby. She has tried getting to me through various avenues including my work, but all in all, I'm good. Keep doing you. You only get one life after all. Right on. I remember your post from back then and thankfully they weren't able to pull any shit. Glad your boss has a head on his shoulders. I'm sorry your family of origin turned out to be so shitty, but I am glad that you have a family of choice that loves and supports you. Like you said, family doesn't need to mean biological or legally related. Heck, I'd say that the people you choose to make part of your family are usually much closer to you, because well, you choose to keep them close. At the end of the day, family is supposed to treat you better than others and make you feel happy, not demand you make yourself miserable for their gain. So wait, they didn't just threaten to call your boss, they actually called? Best decision you made there, not taking her in. Your life would be a nightmare right now. For not even her own parents to take her in, being pregnant and abandoned by her husband, just goes to show what a shit show she is. For them to try to get you fired is unforgivable. If they had succeeded, what then? Without income, you wouldn't be able to afford your home, let alone support your sister and her baby. They were so incensed that you didn't happily turn into the doormat they demanded you be, that they'd be willing to destroy your source of income. Wow, those are definitely not people I would categorize as family. Good riddance to that lot. Asking the obvious question, but didn't read if already asked. If Shisu needed a place to live, why didn't the parents' grandparents put her up? And where was the baby daddy during all this? Tried to get you fired. WTAF. I'm glad they're out of your life. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Your mother called your boss. Or your sister? Or both together? What did they really think the outcome was going to be? Either your boss believes you, which is the case, and you never speak to either of them ever again because they're toxic, or your boss doesn't believe you and believes them and fires you, in which case you still never speak to either of them ever again because they're toxic. Holy crap. Good riddance to bad rubbish on that one. Imagine trying to get a paramedic fired during a pandemic for personal reasons. Not the asshole, of course. Your sister made a long list of bad decisions which landed her where she is now. You should not shield her from consequences. Her parents definitely should since she is doing that bad mostly because they raised her that way. Yo, you can come here for Thanksgiving, Christmas. Always a spot open. Seriously, you don't need family bringing you down. Live and live well for yourself. You don't need that negative, insane entitlement. I am so glad you are feeling better. Cutting people off is hard but more often than not very rewarding. Kudos on having a great boss and a good support system. You deserve to be happy and you are already helping so many people as a paramedic. Life will only go better from now on. Why are there so many posts like this? One sibling is coerced to helping another sibling. The parents get mad at the one sibling for not helping, even though they are also refusing to help. I am very proud of you, Op. Great job standing your ground. Sorry your blood family is such a shit show, your real family loves you endlessly. So nice to have an update where the Op isn't being pushed around anymore. What the hell did they think getting you fired would do? So you would end up homeless, too? How would that make you change your mind? Sorry your family sucks. I swear so many people think that because someone gets pregnant they are entitled to whatever they want. Like no, just no. They choose to have the kids, it's their responsibly and they need to grow up. As someone who also has crappy family members I cut off, well done. Family is who you decide it is. Good for you. I have had to cut off biological family too. It's difficult to do and not everyone in your life will understand because they either take all kinds of abuse from their family and would never take a stand, or they have a good family and don't understand others' experiences with bad family. Stay strong and don't feel bad. You have a right to be loved and treated fairly, by whoever you allow into your life. She is not your child. Your parents raised a nightmare, they can deal with her. Hey, what's up? I'm Carlos. Anyways, I'm your new brother. If you need a place for Christmas, Thanksgiving or whatever, I have a home in Houston you're always welcome to. Please message me if you need anything. I'm super gay and not hitting on you and I'm just happy to be your friend. Sorry if you answered this elsewhere, but did you ask your parents why they wouldn't take her in, and if you did, what was their hypocritical excuse? I would say reason, but that would require them being reasonable. You did the right thing. She needs to be on her own and be an adult now that there is a baby in the picture. It's pretty telling your parents were phased because they didn't want to take her in either. I'll be your virtual mom. Good for you. And for the record, if you don't know the gender of a sibling's baby, it's a knifeling. I learned that on the internet, so it must be true. Blood may be thicker than water, but it will drown you just the same. Good for you. I'm happy that things are working out. And you're right, family may start with blood but it doesn't necessarily end there. Throughout all of this, I realized family doesn't always mean you have to be related by blood. Family can be whoever you make it. Good for you. After my brother and his fiancée mooched off me for 6 months, then stuck me with a $3,000 loan during a pandemic when I can least handle it, because he lied his ass off, I'm done with my family. And he stole from me. Blood ain't thicker than shit. They lost me at, my mother and sister threatened to call my boss and have me fired. Glad to hear that you are doing well. Good on you for sticking to your guns. I'm sorry it turned out the no contact way. The whole blood is thicker than water argument always baffles me. Mainly because custard is thicker than both blood and water, so does that mean dessert is more important? I shall recite the gospel as it has been read to me amongst the trials and tribulations I've endured. Fuck them kids. Thank you. What I find funny is that your parents, who are still her parents, refuse to take her in. Good on you to not be a victim of this horseshit. This will probably get buried, but I saw one of those shitty house decorations with the inspirational quotes on a little while ago. It read, "Friends are the family you choose for yourself." Kinda fits in this instance. Glad you're doing better without the toxicity in your life. Well, that's a doozy. I do remember your previous post too. Apparently I even saved it. At the very least you're in a better place and happier now. Your sister has a lot she needs to sort out and straighten up if she's even going to give her kid a fighting chance at a good childhood. I don't know what she's going to teach her kid, but I hope they turn out better than she has. Your parents also could stand to do a little work on their end as far as empathy goes. And yes, as an adoptee I full-heartedly agree. Blood is not the end-all, be-all of what it means to be family. Family is about love. Stay strong and be safe. Good luck on the future. Here's hoping it's brighter than your past. Wow, they called your boss to get you fired. Proud of you, Op, for going no contact. What they did was just evil. Sometimes you've just got to do it. I'm a bit more accepting of the people I have in my life now. But beforehand my oldest sister, 18 years older than me, literally told me I was just a halfling and that I'm the reason. Mom died. She indicated she astral projected to see my mom and my mom told her that she killed herself because of me. Trust me, it's not a loss I regret. Sometimes I do miss her, but I just have to remind myself what she said to me. I looked through the comments but no one mentioned raised by narcissists. I hope it's useful to you. They're treating you like crap and I'm glad you never gave in. I'm really happy for you that you didn't give in. You had your boundaries and you stuck to them when no one else respected them. I think you're really cool, Op. I kicked my pregnant sister out because she was drinking and using meth, and making death threats on my family, my 3-year son at the time as well. Fuck that. You will not terrorize me in my own house, blood or not. This was a few years ago and I finally cut contact with her a few months ago and my life has been infinitely calmer and more enjoyable. I've posted this somewhere before but it's something that I truly believe. About 35 or so years ago Sesame Street said you don't need to be related and described a family as a group of people who love each other. Not the asshole, honestly. I have family that is only family when they want to say, family helps each other out, despite never being around. You are responsible for you. If you choose to help someone else out because of feelings of affection or familial duty then good for you. You didn't get her pregnant, or have a say in it. If I make the choice, I take the responsibility. If you make the choice, you own the responsibility. I won't accept responsibility that doesn't come with the authority to choose. Good for you. I walked away from my shit show family 7 years ago. Just like they said on Mafia 3, family isn't who you born with, it's who you die for. The best thing to remember is the phrase blood is thicker than water. When I went NC with my mom I heard this a ton from people trying to get me to reconnect, but if you look up the actual phrase as the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, it means the bonds we forge with the people we choose to are thicker than those forges through genetics. Just cause they gave birth to you, or share some DNA doesn't mean they are more important than other. The family you choose is always greater than the family you're given. It's true. Sometimes family equals care. Sometimes I read the posts in Raised by Narcissists and I am shocked at how awful people can be, while still expecting things from the person they are being awful to. Wow, I can't believe they called your boss. What a bunch of a-holes. Why is it your job to take your sister in? You're not her mother. Why can't she live with your mom then? Plus if she's married why is she breaking up with him every few months and moving out? Either way I am glad you went no contact. You don't need that drama and bullshit in your life. Family are on the ones who have your back just cause they have a title of whatever doesn't mean shit. I am really sorry that you had to go through this. You'll build your own family out of chosen people. It's going to be great. TBH you're better off without these toxic people. They're just mad that they can't walk all over you, and so since you're the last one they asked who said no, they're blaming you as a scapegoat for their own failures. The blood of the covenant brotherhood is thicker than the waters of the womb. Look at me, I am your brother now. My wife's underage coworker wife is a surrogate mom to her, and this kid is one step away from moving in with us is now your niece. You made the right choice Op. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Live the life you want. Well you can come here for the holidays, but if your own parents don't want to take your sister in, then she is the issue. What the hell kind of reason could they give that would cause your boss to fire you? Because you were mean to your family, which is not even relevant to your job? Honestly baffled. Glad things turned out for you. I've cut off family before as well and it's only gone up from there.